Today we are going to be making our WrestleMania 41 Night 1 match card predictions. I will be attending WrestleMania 41 this year, so make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss any of the content that I'll be posting on the channel. And also make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok at BotchBraden. I'm going to be trying to go live. I'm going to post some shorts. I'm going to post some reactions while I'm in Vegas. And now I've got that shameless plug out of the way, let's get into the video. Now, Saturday night is going to be a stacked card with a total of 7 matches for night 1. We're going to start off with the tag team championship match between the War Raiders and the New Day. This match has been terribly built, if we're being completely honest. WWE really hasn't done much with the Raw tag team division. WWE hasn't done anything to build this match whatsoever. It was kind of just thrown on the card. And in my opinion, I don't think it deserves to be on the WrestleMania stage the way that it's been built. Now, I do think that WWE has a bigger plan for this match, and I believe that Big E is going to come back and cost New Day the title. So I do think that the War Raiders retain, but I don't think they do it clean, and I think they do it with the help of Big E. Now moving on to the match between LA Knight, and the Samoan Werewolf, the unstoppable force, Jacob Fatu. And this ought to be no argument. Okay, there's no question about it. Jacob Fatu takes this match. I don't want to see it, but I really feel like it's going to be a squash match. Jacob Fatu's been on a tear since he started his singles run, and really nobody can compete with him. As of now, I think he's going to dog walk LA Knight. And unless there's an interference from Solo Sikoa or whatever they try to do, Braun Strowman, unless that happens, it's going to be a squash match. There's no way that LA Knight can compete with Jacob Fatu with the way that they have built him. So you heard it here first. Jacob Fatu squashes LA Knight. Now moving on to the match between El Grande Americano and Rey Mysterio, which, by the way, it's not Chad Gable. And it's a shame that Chad Gable is not on the WrestleMania card. What is that, 2 years in a row? This is getting ridiculous. Justice for Chad Gable. If you made it this far, comment down below justice for Chad Gable. But this match is going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. I suspect there's going to be lots of shenanigans, a lot of interference from both sides. But I do think that El Grande Americano takes the win. I've seen a lot of people on social media talking about it's going to be a mask for mask match. I don't see it. It doesn't make any sense why they would do that. I think it's too soon to take the mask off of El Grande Americano. So we'll just have to wait and see who that is, because I'm telling you, it's not Chad Gable. But I do think that El Grande, I can't even say it. He's going to win the match. Rey Mysterio loses. And now for potentially the greatest built match on the WrestleMania 41 card, with also one of the greatest character works we've seen in a while, Naomi versus Jade Cargill. Naomi has, I don't know what gear she's flipped, but like, if you would have asked me 2 months ago, like what I thought of Naomi, I would have told you I flat out don't care. You know what I mean? And it's not because she's a bad wrestler. It's just because they never really did anything with her that was interesting to me. But now that she's like turned heel, it's just her character work is through the roof right now. And I'm like engaged. I'm locked into the storyline. And I'm probably the most excited about this match, which is crazy because, like I said, if you would have asked me 2 months ago, I would have not cared. I do think that Jade Cargill wins this match. I think she has to win this match. I think if she loses, then she kind of loses every aura point that she had before this. So Jade Cargill definitely wins it, and I don't think that takes anything away from Naomi. I think Naomi's character work right now has put her on like a different level. She's on a different mode right now. And so I'm really excited for this match. I think it's going to be a fantastic match, but I do think that Jade Cargill wins this one. Moving on to the World Heavyweight Championship match between the champion Gunther and mid-card main event Jey Uso. Sorry. I mean, can you blame me? The dude, his nickname is Main Event, but he doesn't main event. It doesn't make sense to me. He is in the mid-card for WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight. It just doesn't make sense to me. But This is gonna be. I think this is gonna be a fantastic match. I'm really excited for the match. And Jey Uso, all I gotta say is Jey Uso better win it, right? You can't call yourself main event Jey Uso. You can't have all the opportunities that you've had and lost, and not come out of WrestleMania 41 with a win. So expect a win from Jey Uso. Jey is just so over right now. He sells way too much merch to lose this match. I think if he loses it, the WWE universe turns on him, and I think that WWE is going to lose a whole lot of money. So the best thing for them to do is to give the belt to Jey Uso. So put your house on it. And now for the Queen versus the Princess, Charlotte Flair versus the champion Tiffany Stratton. And much like Naomi and Jade Cargill, but the opposite. If you would have asked me 2 months ago about this match, I would have told you this is the most exciting match that I've ever thought of, ever could imagine. Like, I was so hyped for this match. But the build has been so terrible. The mic work has been so it's like they're trying to make each other look like clowns out there. Like, really, like, there's nothing in this world can compare to how bad they are chemistry wise on the mic. It's terrible. And I'm not interested. I'm interested in the match, but like storyline wise, I'm not interested at all. I think this match has the potential to be either the best match at WrestleMania or the worst match at WrestleMania, depending on how these women go about it. I do think that Tiffany Stratton retains. There's no way that Charlotte comes back and takes the belt like that. Although Charlotte being the heel, I could see why they give it to her and give the chase to somebody else. But I think Tiffany Stratton's going to win it. And now for the main event of night one, you've got Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. And there's so much hatred going into this match. You've got Paul Heyman in the middle of it. You've got Punk with his first main event at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns with his 10th and Seth with his 4th, I believe. And this is going to be insane. I'm really excited for this match. I think this is going to be top tier right here. I think this is going to be more of a storyline match per se than a technical match. You're going to see a lot of the facial expressions, a lot of the betrayals, a lot of the, you know what I mean? It's obviously not going to be like a Chad Gable, Kurt Angle kind of match. It's going to be more storyline progressing. Paul Heyman's going to be in the middle of it. And because Paul Heyman's going to be in the middle of it, Seth Rollins is going to walk out of this match as the winner. I don't think Paul Heyman betrays either Punk or Roman, although it might feel that way towards them. But I definitely don't think that Paul Heyman joins Seth. It just doesn't make sense in my head. Paul Heyman has already said he's not going to betray Punk or Roman. So I think the most viable option is he doesn't do either, and he costs him the match while doing so. So put your money on Seth Rollins. This is not financial advice, by the way. But put your money on Seth Rollins. That's my predictions for WrestleMania 41 Night 1. I'm super excited. Like I said, I'm going to be there. So expect great content coming from my end. I'm really excited. This road to WrestleMania has been way, way too long. And I'm so hyped that it's finally here.